Hi friends, welcome back to Al's Playworld, bringing you some Heroes of the Storm. Today we're playing Damage Lately. Again, highly dependent on whether or not we get a second healer, but it should be fun. If we can't do, let's get some dragons. Welcome to the Dragonshire. Enemy team Abathur, Zeratul, Li Ming, Rhaegar, and Tychus. Friendly team Li Ming, Nazebo, Illidan, Vikings, and Lili. Oh my, what have I gotten myself into? Is there no more monkey? No more monkey. We're done with this guy. Good. Alright, we're going to head to the bottom middle lane. We're going to let Zebo do his thing and hang out with Li Ming here. Because the Damage Lily, which we're going to play despite the fact that we have an enemy Rhaegar and an enemy Abathur, meaning we might need a little bit more support. We're going to try to risk it anyway. It's going to be quite interesting. Of course, we're going to be focusing on our E ability, which is Cold. Blinding Wind, we throw a cloud of Blinding Wind and two nearest targets. We prioritize heroes, and it does blind them for a couple of seconds. Blinding means they're going to miss their auto attacks, which would be really strong against Zeratul, and of course Tychus as well if he's not queuing. Our W ability is called Serpent Psychic or Cloud Serpent. We throw a little Serpent Buddy who will hang out near a friendly allied hero and auto attack when things get close to it. Our Q ability is called Healing Brew. We throw awesome jugs that will keep people topped off and give them health. We're going to try to come in here and save Illidan. He's going really deep, so we're just going to go near him and press that Q. The first time we're going to be picking up, it's going to be controversial because what we really should get is Conjurer's Pursuit. We're going to grab Gale Force, increasing Blinding Wind damage. The main reason for this is to try to just be as aggressive as possible and put a hurting on the enemy team. It looks like Tychus is doing a good job there attacking. We do lose two members of the friendly team already, one of them being the Nazebo player and a Viking as well. And now we're going to try to rotate in here to the middle lane to try to grab a little bit of experience. Hopefully this Viking would have seen us coming. It looks like Zeratul is going to go really ham on me. Not a big deal though. He just jumped on Li Ming though, and that is a problem, although finally she does manage to retreat, and now this Zeratul is trying to go the other way. But I'm not really afraid of him because I can blind him. I can actually do quite a bit of damage. Of course, Rhaegar trying to come in here and be really aggressive, but look at that. We're going to out-bully him. We're going to get him out of the lane and, of course, get some of that experience into the friendly team. I'm going to wait to hit up the healing well. The shrines are spawning here. Zeratul's here again. Let's blind him one more time. Continue to throw heals and trying to just auto-attack as best we can. Of course, we do go on Rhaegar to try to keep him softened up. One of the biggest things about Lili is that we want to stay in people's faces as often as possible because we do have that healing. We're going to try to get our damage from just consistently putting pressure on him. Now I'm going to try to rotate to the top lane and secure that shrine. It looks like Li Ming in the middle lane by herself might be able to get something going on. We do lose yet another Viking, and now we're going to be forced to come back here. Luckily, the friendly team secures the bottom shrine. We're about to secure the top one as well, and maybe we can get a Dragon Knight out of this, even though we're definitely on the back foot at the moment. The bottom lane looks really scary. I'm going to try to make it all the way there. It looks like Illidan opting to go up here with me instead of helping the friends, so that's going to be a problem. More mines from Abathur. Does not look like so, but we're going to try to go and grab that Dragon Knight now. It looks like Rhaegar right here in the bush. We're going to try to go in him. Oh, very, very close. We do eventually lose the bottom shrine, and now we're going to try to rotate that way, of course. Got to keep an eye on the Abathur mines. They're going to become quite annoying, but for now, we're just going to be as aggressive as we can. We do see that Zeratul's there. He might jump on me. Not a big deal, though, because if he does, we're just going to press E, and we're going to be quite all right. Of course, Li Ming opting to not stay in the middle and try to fight for that Dragon Knight. We do have a Viking in position, which might be vital, but Illidan getting chased out of the north might be a problem. Can we secure the Dragon Knight? It looks like it's going to be very, very close. Zeratul chasing the Viking, though, and it looks like we're not going to be able to get anything. We're going super aggressive right here to try to get jumped in. The Viking does die, sadly. We put a blind here on Rhaegar and try to do some damage. Looks like Li Ming finally turning around, noticing what's going on. Of course, Zeratul trying to go on us. We're not really worried about this again. Remember, we're going to wait for him to engage with us, and then we're just going to blind him and walk away. We're not scared of Zeratul. He's not a threat at the moment, as he can just be blinded, and he takes so much damage trying to outduel me. Of course, that lightning shield, too little too late. And look at that. We're completely outplaying the enemy team here in the middle lane. Might as well try to push and get some tower kills. The next talent we're going to be picking up is going to be Bass Vortex. Blinding Wind hits more targets, and the main reason for that is because we can't aim Blinding Wind. Right, it auto targets people, so if you have more targets, it is more likely that the target that we want to hit will be hit. So for now, we're going to stay here, guard this middle thing as well as we can. It looks like Olaf going into the bush does get exploded on there by some Abathur stuff. And of course, we popped our blind a little prematurely. We're going to take a lot of damage from Zeratul, which means we want to walk away at this point. We're taking too much damage. We do manage to get away, though. They are going to secure the Dragon Knight. Nothing to be done there. It looks like the friendly team trying to click there, but of course, it's a little too late. And it looks like Zeratul actually jumping in it, which is a good thing. I don't have to be worried about him. We're going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. He does almost kick Illidan, but it was a great jump over there, avoiding that and putting as much damage to bear on this guy as possible. Let's make sure we give him the Serpent Psychic so he can do some damage there as we blind this guy so he can't really hit things. Oh, we do get booted eventually, though, and that's quite alright because we need to go home anyway. Running out of mana. It's time to go back and make sure we re-up as we take a look at stats as a friendly team begins to chase the Dragon Knight. We do have 5,600 healing done, passing Rhaegar handily, but 5 kills to 0. The friendly team completely devastated. They're Illidan dying 3 times on Zero 1, and of course, the Vikings there with their first share of deaths as well. Damage-wise, we do have 6,000 damage from Li Ming, but 8,000 damage from Zeratul. A lot of that is because I'm not moving out of the way when he attacks me. So his stats are a little padded, but nonetheless, pretty impressive. The next time we're going to be picking up is Pitch Perfect. You can see that we're running out of mana. That's going to allow us to be a little bit more carefree, if you will. We're going to try to stay here and do as much damage as we can to that Dragon Knight. Finally, we get him out. Illidan trying to run away as he gets into a little bit of danger, but he does have that healing, and I don't even need to do anything else other than just press Q and let him go away. Again, pretty important thing that we save our blind for that Zeratul. I used it prematurely the other time. I almost got myself killed, so we got to make sure we're doing precisely that. Of course, now things are going back to status quo. The friendly team getting a good positioning here in the middle lane. We should shove this as aggressively as we can. We do have Vikings, which puts us in a good spot. All right, we're going to blind Zeratul there. He can't really do any damage, and now he's going to have to walk away without really getting much done. That's precisely what we want. We don't have our cooldowns yet, so we're going to back away a little bit and make sure we auto-attack him from a distance. Keep ourselves in a good position to do damage, but not take too much in return. And it looks like the enemy team is going to back away for now, but they will be back. So we'll save our mana. We won't do anything too crazy, just hitting some Qs every now and then whenever we need them. And then, of course, saving that E for whenever Zeratul shows up, because we definitely want to blind him. Li Ming missing that big damage, sadly, there on Tychus. He's doing a good job of just landing grenades on me. Really annoying, but we're going to be able to do enough damage to just dissuade this push as Nazeebo dies yet again on the bottom lane, and really not much else going on here. We are going to blind this guy, trying to do as much damage as we can. Serpent Psychic comes out and just keeping him low. Of course, Zeratul's about to rotate, so that means we got to back away. We called it, and he doesn't pick up a kill on us. No problem. We're just going to hit up the healing well. Maybe return here and keep Li Ming topped off. Of course, you're noticing if we go for the Jug of 1,000 Cups at level 10, pretty much guarantee that we're going to begin to win some team fights. However, I really want to go for the Dragon. I feel like the Dragon is the correct action right there. We're going to be able to hit a great max range W, and it looks like we do pick up a kill on Tychus, so we do lose 2 of the Vikings, plus Illidan in the top lane. And of course, we do have that big push on the bottom there against Nazeebo. I'm going to try to let him know that I'm coming. Maybe rotate and help him out against Li Ming. It looks like he's taking quite a bit of punishment. Now he's chasing into the bush. Zeratul MIA might be a problem here. It looks like, not for the moment though, as he does walk away eventually. We do have the shrines coming up. Let's get in here and make sure we secure these to deny the enemy team all their chance of pushing. Of course, level 10. Here comes the moment of truth. What are we going to pick? Do we want to be 100% damage lately, or do we want to be responsible? I think we're going to go for the Jug. It's necessary. The Dragon would be fun, but this is like at least going to help out our teammates. So we'll try to do that. We'll still try to be damage lately as best we can by just being super aggressive in people's faces, but we won't be able to really get away with just being 100% damage lately with the Dragon. That's quite all right. Let's see how we're doing. 6,000 damage done. We're doing pretty badly damage-wise, but again, we're mostly a healer. This is not supposed to be an optimal build in any sort of respect. We're supposed to just be doing this for fun. And as long as we avoid those orbs, we're going to be okay. Look at that. No problem. Going super aggressive there. Blinding these people. Almost pick up a kill on both of them, thanks to that incredible damage from the friendly Li Ming. And now at least we're putting a little bit of pressure. We are avoiding most of her damage, and we are picking up some towers, which are going to go a long way into switching this back into the favor of the friendly team, especially if we can get a kill on this particular healing well. They're going to be forced to go back to heal up, and now they don't have that extra mana either. It looks like Li Ming missing one more time. We're going to try to go up to Tychus. Actually, I'm going to try to hold this down here. It looks like I'm in a pretty good spot. Maybe they pick up a kill on their own, and then maybe I can dissuade them from actually capturing this. It looks like a big push right there. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. Force myself to heal myself with a Jug, and it looks like the enemy team is going to try to come in here and be super aggressive. I can't really do anything about this. I'm going to warn them there is danger. I'm going to back away for now. Do I have a healing well up anywhere? It looks like I do here in the middle lane. Maybe I'll hit that up and relocate myself to the middle. He'll help out the friendly team for the incoming fight. It looks like Illidan in a good spot, throwing Serpent Psychic on him. Maybe they will go down the bush and help me out. It looks like they don't want to, but we should. We definitely should push down as a team. We have the Vikings securing the top lane. They're one player down, and I don't know why the friendly team is not really making any moves right there, as that would be really beneficial. Of course, Li Ming going super aggressive on Nazeebo. We're just going to try to shoot her off, but, no love so far for the friendly team. Finally, they're going down there. I was going to try to give some towers at the very least. Tychus looks to be engaging in the top lane. We're going to get ourselves in a good position to secure this Dragon Knight if the friendly team grabs it. At the very least, it looks like Tychus already in the top lane, though. So for now, I'll return bottom, maybe push with these guys. I don't even know what to do. I'm just going to push this middle lane. How about that? I'm just going to be split pushing Lily, get some damage to bear here and maybe get a forward kill or at least some pressure in the middle lane. Of course, here is Zeratul. We did not save our E. Like we said, we're gonna, there we go, big blind, keeping ourselves top. Are the Vikings gonna help me out? Jug is forced to come out because I'm very, very low, and it looks like Zeratul gets away with it. Does a pretty big deal there, actually forcing me to use my heroic not to kill myself, and now he's gonna rotate to the top lane, try to kill those Vikings. We need some help up here. This thing's gonna go down. Can't really kill this guy by myself. I am going to do my best, though, to come in here and secure the kill on this guy before he kills the fort. I am going to be forced to pop that E just to dilute a little bit the damage that's going on. We managed to barely secure it, so we don't actually lose that stuff. Let's go ahead and pick up a new talent, shall we? At level 13, we're going to grab Surging Winds. Gain ability power from Blinding Wind. This, again, with the idea of doing more damage every time we land a good combo on several of them. We will be able to do a little bit more. Of course, Li Ming going super aggressive right there on Tyga secures the kill. I'm going to try to top these Vikings off as we are going to follow them. But we definitely need to go down there and deal with that Dragon Knight pushing aggressively on the bottom fort. The friendly team not really reacting in time. It looks like Illidan by himself right now there. Gets kicked. Luckily, almost got taken down, but it looks like he's going to be okay. So we return down here. So far, 10 seconds, their heroic ability comes back up. This is a really good sign. We're going to blind the Dragon Knight just to try to get a little bit more damage out of this fort because we're not really sitting pretty. Although we do got to back away a little bit. We're taking a lot of damage, and of course, Li Ming bombing us from afar since she can see what we're doing and we can't see her. Quite difficult to avoid those things, but it is quite alright. It looks like Dragon Knight only going to pick up a fort. Not a big deal, though. He could have been a lot worse. Oh, that boot did not come in time. Zeratul trying to blink away. Illidan, will he hunt? Great hunt. We press that E, and we don't have enough mana for the Jug. This is a problem. I'm going to actually try to save enough mana. There we go. And we'll top everybody off right here. Make sure everybody's okay. A little bit of a preemptive mug, but no mana is a problem. And, of course, Conjurer's Pursuit would go a long way towards alleviating that. But you know what? We're picking damage to the end. We're doing fine. 27,000 healing done. Beating Rhaegar handily, but of course he's beating us in damage by 1,000. 20,000 damage is done for Li Ming. 29,000 for the enemy Li Ming. 4 kills to 9. Catching up a little bit, but still not quite good enough. As somebody seems to have disconnected. I don't even know what's going on. Big engagement right there. Can they kill Zeratul? This will be huge. Great little blink, but the dive over the top picks up the kill. They secure the Giants, and we do lose the top fort. Sad day. Maybe it's time to go grab those Giants within the Zevo. If we can actually secure those, we're losing the Vikings on the top lane. But if we secure this, we're going to push them back. Going to go aggressive right there for a moment on Rhaegar just to shoo him off. It looks like he's going to try to flank us here. Here comes Li Ming. Not a big deal, though. We have enough damage where we should be able to secure this, grab the Giants, and then walk away. Of course, here comes Illidan right there onto Rhaegar, putting the Serpent Psychic on him, throwing out that E, making sure I do a little bit of damage. We can't really go through. We're trying to spread out so we're not in a line, but the Li Ming doing a lot of damage. We do at the very least secure the kill on the fort. Going super aggressive right there as I spam Qs. And then just spam E's as well. Avoid the damage from Li Ming and keep the pressure on Rhaegar just to make sure he has to heal himself. Of course, Tyga's trying to be cute. And I'm trying to keep myself on top of Illidan. On top of all that, to make sure he's being healed up. Oh, great little engagement there from Illidan. Forces the teleport from Zeratul. We do pop a little bit of an E there, but not enough damage to really do much else to worry him. So we'll return to the bot lane and try to continue this pressure as we pick up the next talent, which is going to be... I think we should pick Herbal Cleanse. We're gonna be able to give ourselves a little bit of movement speed, and that's gonna go a long way to getting away out of the way of those Li Ming attacks. Let's go ahead and blind Zeratul right there, trying to force this back. Here comes Illidan, great Void Prism. Just Nasibu jumps in, and not a big deal. As soon as we're out of here, it looks like they didn't time it properly. Not a big deal. We're gonna try to heal ourselves with a Jug. Everybody's getting topped off. Great amounts of damage from Li Ming on the backside. We secure a kill, and a great heroic there from Nasibu. We do pop that damage, trying to keep everybody up. Of course, Illidan going super deep. We're going to try to do our best, but this Rhaegar and this laser doing a lot of damage and trying to get out of here if I can. I am going to pop that. Here comes the E right there on Rhaegar. Tons of damage. Great zombie wall. We secure the kill. We avoid the damage from Li Ming, and we get out of there alive. Even trade in the end. It was really chaotic, although our Vikings should be able to secure that top lane while we go back to the base and grab a little bit of mana because we're very, very low. 7 kills to 11. Now it's looking a little bit better. Although the enemy team is still with a decisive lead. Of course, we have 2 forts down. They only have 1 fort down in the bottom lane. And now it looks like at the very least we're splitting shrines, but the Viking on the top lane about to go down. Tyke is going aggressively. Here goes the Q, shooting him out of the way. We're going to have to defend this middle lane. Not much else for us to do there, and as he was in a good spot, the Vikings are actually shooting this guy out. I'm going to try to go this way and make sure we secure the kill on Tychus at the very least. Great engagement for the Vikings. Almost picks up the kill. Can we press the E? Oh, very low. But we're unable to secure the kill on Tychus as he does back away to the safety of his fort while we're just going to hang out here. Ooh, again, Zeratul going really aggressive. Again, popping that heroic. He does look like he take me out almost immediately before I could react. And now Illidan might be able to secure the kill here. Here comes the blink anytime now. Oh, the hunt was on the wrong target, it seems. Really unfortunate there as the friendly team unable to secure the kill on Zeratul. Now we finally split shrines. The enemy team about to grab the one in the bottom, as he was doing his best to stay down here. Great zombie wall, great spiders, keeping the pressure on Li Ming. She said, actually, you might die from this damage. There it is. And he was doing a great play in the middle of the game. Now Illidan about to secure this, of course. Zeratul going really aggressive. The first aid comes out. Illidan versus Zeratul. Who's going to win? Looks like Zeratul has the upper hand, but Illidan with that evasion beats the hell out of him. Of course, now Rhaegar coming back is going to be an issue. Illidan trying to run away here. No assault, no help from the friendly team. Illidan just trying to leave. Will he get yet another dive? That Abby missing a little bit of damage. Great dive over the top. Illidan doing a little bit of auto attack damage, and he does get away. Finally, the Vikings, though, in the middle lane, trying to secure that. It looks like, oh, Zeratul really just engaged in the bottom lane, trying to pick up the kill on Illidan, and Zebo with a great job. The spiders doing so much damage. They do secure the kill on him. Now Tyke is chasing one of the Vikings. Rhaegar out of position. Can I sneak in here and just grab the Dragon Knight? This might be the play of the game right here if the enemy team does not return. It looks like they're going to try to chase Li Min for the kill, but we grab the Dragon Knight. Not a big deal. Good sacrifice. Now it's just a matter of going in here and making them pay with some siege damage. Make sure we get some forts. This will be the way to do it. And we're actually going to punt this guy way back there and make sure we just kill this almost immediately. As soon as we get this fort, we're going to push towards the keep. The most important thing for us is to actually do damage to the secondary line, because, of course, from here, we don't really do anything by getting fort kills. Let's go ahead and punt this lady while she's disintegrating. Not a big deal. And we'll tank this for now, making sure Naziwa can get a good zombie wall on the backside and trying to avoid that orb. Oh, really costly. Of course, Li Ming making it very difficult for me to engage. An incredible use of a heroic ability there by Naziwa. Does a ton of damage. Of course, Li Ming paying him back with a great bolt from behind. And now I'm going to pretend that I'm going to rotate, keep an eye on the minimap. If the enemy team does not react well to this, maybe I'll do something else. But for now, I don't want to take too much damage. Save those fire breaths to at least put a little bit of pressure on the lane. I am very low on health, 25 seconds, but 11% health remaining. Maybe I can come in here and punt somebody, get him out of the way, making sure we don't lose our friendly teammates. And then putting some fire damage right there. But this Dragon Knight is likely to go down. Not much else for me to do other than just to scare them off. Cover the retreat as Nasiwa heads back home. And then maybe we'll rotate down here through the bottom. Back to the middle lane. Put a little bit more pressure on those front gates before we leave. Of course, got to keep an eye out for that Abby push in the bottom lane as well, because that is going to begin to be a problem. Of course, we do die. Didn't really do much else with the Dragon Knight. Big play here coming out for the friendly team. It looks like Illidan with an incredible hunt picks up the kill in Zeratul. We're going super aggressive, popping up that heroic just to make sure we top on the Nasiwa as we come and heal Illidan. Both of them within range. Great amount of healing. The first aid is super brutal. We do get a great blind. Continue to prep that bottom. Sorry, that continue to press that Q, keeping everybody topped off. And now we chase. We pick up the kill. And now the enemy team in a really bad spot as they're trying to get out of here. But we're in a really strong spot. Taking a lot of damage from those mines, but not a problem. We're just going to casually walk away as we continue to press Q, throwing out some Serpent Psychics. Although that Z1 needs to just please dodge one of those balls, homie. He's got to dodge one ball for me and we'll be okay. We do pick up yet another tower kill. Level 20 talents. It's time for Kung Fu Hustle. Our coolers are going to recharge a little bit faster with damage. That is going to be great because that means we're going to be able to spam Q when we need it. And because we got Pitch Perfect, it's not that expensive. Although because we don't have Conjurer's Pursuit, it's still pretty much unreasonable. So, Damage Lily, a little bit of a questionable build. Still viable, as you can see there, at the very least in Quick Match, but it's not too competitive because the enemy team is not really focusing me down as well as they should. Looking at stats while we wait here, we do have 46,000 healing, beating Rhaegar handsomely, 21,000 damage. Now we're talking. We actually have passed him quite handily, and we're actually almost even with Illidan, which puts us in a good spot. That's what we wanted to bring a little bit more sustained damage to the friendly team, and as you can see, because of our mana usage, if we can manage that quite alright, it is quite a good deal. We are going to throw some more Qs in here and then hit up that healing wall just to make sure we're topped off, as the shrines are going to be popping up here in 27 seconds. We got to try to make a move at the moment. The friendly team very much out of position. If we can get a kill on somebody before this next shrine phase, we're going to have a lot easier time fighting the team fight and hopefully securing the Dragon Knight for the win. Excuse me while I take a quick drink of water, you guys. My throat's been killing me lately. Oh, there we go. Much better. We're going to try to head down here. I'm just going to stay in here and make sure to secure the shrine. The friendly team should be able to grab the bottom mark camp on their own. And we'll have this as quickly as possible, just to make sure we can move away and get ourselves in a better spot. And Zebo running into issues there. He is going to get taken down. I could have popped a heroic, but I don't want to do it. He would have just he would have died anyway. It would have been a problem. Now we're one player down as the shrine spawn in here. It looks like the friendly team wants to engage with. I think it's actually a better idea trying to put a little bit of pressure on him slowly. great engagement there from Illidan, and they actually pick up a kill on Zeratul. Li-Ming blows him up. Here comes the E, and I'm actually going to do this prematurely, making sure Illidan can go as deep as he wants. He's topped off. Come on, get in there, buddies. Get in there. It looks like he took a little bit longer. He didn't quite realize what I was trying to do. And now we're going to be forced to come back. Oh, tons of damage going down there on Illidan. I'm trying to continue to press that Q, trying to stay in this guy's face. Here comes the E, a great blind. We pick up the kill, and now the enemy Li-Ming in a lot of trouble, but the damage has been done. Great Disintegrate is going to begin to damage the fort. And we're trying to come in here and poke as often as we can, but of course not really doing a great job. The friendly team now going to try to disengage. Great dodge there by the friendly Li-Ming, avoiding all that damage. And we should be able to grab the dragon item in a moment, as we're going to get ourselves in a good spot. I don't know where Rhaegar is, but the friendly team ought to be able to secure that one. I am going to try to head to the top. I don't know why the Vikings are grabbing mercenaries. I guess I will go down and secure the dragonite as soon as it's up. I would prefer now because I am the healer, but you know what? Team play, man. Team play. As finally the friendly team is about to secure the Dragon Knight. Here we go, here we go. Come on. Right click as fast as possible. And we're back in business. So we're going to try to go down the middle and break some keeps. The enemy's Zeratul coming back. Tygus 20 seconds. We'll ignore these guys for now, saving our fire breath for things that matter right here. It looks like it was Rhaegar. Let's go ahead and punt him for now. We're just going to get him out of the way. And it looks like Zeratul coming down here, trying to put some fire cover behind so Illidan can come back in here. We are going to tank this stuff and then get right into the keep, make sure we get the most out of this damage to get some catapults beginning to pressure the lane. Of course, in the top lane, we have a pretty strong push, which is something we're going to try to join right now. Throw in the back, making sure we actually break this gate and clear this out for the friendly team, making sure we have, at the very least, 2 catapults. We could go for core, but I don't really think it's a good idea. Of course, great engagement there. Can we get the kill right there on Rhaegar? Oh, he heals himself at the last second. And, oh... It looks like the enemy team trying to surround me. Finally, we do get the kill on the keep, sorry, on the gates, but we don't have any more power going on here. We're trying to throw out a little bit of damage, and now that I can tank this, I am going to go ahead and punt this little lady that way. It looks like I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to try to run out of the way, make sure we avoid the majority of the damage. Here comes the siege damage. We do secure yet another keep kill, going super aggressive right there. And now we're going to casually walk away, popping that heroic ability, making sure everybody's stopped off as he's run away. It looks like Illidan taking a lot of damage, but he's going to be quite all right as we return this way. Big blind to make sure the Vikings can get out. Remember, they do get stunned if we're unable to keep them up. We're going to try to stay near them. Oh, come on, Vikings, you got to run. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. It looks like they're going to be able to get away, though. Finally, the friendly team running away, all of us making it quite out of there quickly. We do lose that bottom keep, though. The friendly team missing the opportunity to get the upper hand as well. We do have 2. That Abathur monster is doing a lot of damage. Does secure 1 more lane on the bottom, and now we're going to have to keep an eye on that, but grabbing giants seems like a logical thing, so there are the Vikings as we top off some damage here. Let's look at stats really quickly. 50,000 damage for the friendly Li-Ming, 76,000 damage for the enemy Li-Ming, a little bit better. We have 65,000 healing compared to Rhaegar's 52, and 28,000 damage, which now has passed Illidan. We feel pretty good about this. Let's go ahead and heal up the Vikings. As you can see there, the main thing about damage Lili is you just get in somebody's face, and you just keep pressing Q and E, and everything's going to be alright. It looks like we're going to try to engage there really aggressively. The Vikings taking a lot of damage. He's almost deleted from existence in a second. As Zeratul begins to come in here, let's go ahead and pop that heroic ability. Try to keep the Vikings stopped off. It's not really going to be able to do quite enough. And we do lose 2 members of the friendly team now. Zeratul jumping on getting on me. We're taking a lot of damage. We continue to pop a little bit of movement speed, continue to blind them, and then just walk away in the end. Get Li-Ming, get out of there. Let's go ahead and engage in this little guy and try to keep ourselves topped off as we're going to avoid the E, the Q, and then go back in when it's time. Blind him. Big amounts of damage from the friendly team on the back. We do secure at the very least, losing just Vikings, but doing a good job. Now it's the time to push through the core and hopefully get a win right here. As the only person on the enemy team alive is Abathur, so we should definitely go in there and kill this as quickly as possible. Continue to press that Q to get myself ahead. But the friendly team not really doing anything, and we're not really going down here, which means we're going to be a little bit late. And we do have somebody else who left the game. Maybe securing the shrines would be a good idea. Come on. I can actually tank this quite handsomely. It's not a big deal, though. So I can actually just sit here and take a little bit of this damage. Abathur doing a good job of shielding, but I really don't have anything else going on. Maybe getting those shrines would be good. I think if the Vikings drop the shrines, we should be okay and trying to do a little bit of damage here at the core. But it was really not that great. Maybe it's time to back away. I think this was a failed rush. Time to just get back, grab the Dragon Head, and just walk it into core. The enemy team will be 100% alive by the time that happens, so we got to be really careful about that. And maybe I will jump back into the Dragon yet again. Let's go ahead and let Illidan do it, actually, because we need heals, and he does comparable damage. Maybe this will be a little bit better. We can prop a heroic ability, keep our guys up, and then maybe get a play. Looks like Abby on the bottom lane. We got to be very careful. They might go for a base trade, so it's very important that we keep an eye on what the enemy team's doing. and what is going on. Of course, big engagement there from the Dragon Knight. Can we get a kill on this guy as soon as possible? I'm taking a lot of damage from Disintegrate though, and here comes great damage from Zeratul. He's going super aggressive, forces that heroic ability. We are going to be able to blind Tychus, put a little bit of Absorbing Psychic on us, and continue to harass the enemy team. Now we're going to pop that heroic, making sure that Li Ming is topped off and everybody is where they need to be. Of course, Tychus trying to go aggressive. He can't really out-damage it, and we do pick up the kill. Finally, 17 kills to 19, 82,000 healing. My name is Al. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.